Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome again. The Ron's opinion don't matter. Welcome, welcome, welcome. God bless every single one of y'all. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hopefully, all is well with you. Hopefully, y'all taking advantage of that 15% off all of your purchase of top to bottom hair and skincare products. That's 15% off of all your purchases of top to bottom hair and skincare products. As long as you're using the OG Network 26 promo code, that's the OG Network promo 26 promo code. And with that, you get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up. That's $35 and up. Don't miss out on that opportunity to get some wonderful hair care, skincare products, and wonderful candles. And I think they are make the best product on the market as it relates to hair care, skincare products, your personal hair care, skincare, your personal development when it comes to you having personal issues and stuff like that. They're open to it, having a conversation with you. They have a number that you can actually reach out to them individually wise. If there's something specific you may have issues with that you may want to discuss, and maybe they can help you with that part. But like I said, 15% discount. Promo code OG Network 26. Make sure you take advantage of that. And let's get into the show. Let's talk about it. And as people seem to come in, make sure y'all please do a brother a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. Trying to get myself situated here. Oh man. As it relates to the stock market. As soon as the market opened up, my account kind of shot up and then, started tapering back down. There's a lot going on with it. And I don't know if you guys, I didn't get a chance to get into this, but I'm definitely going to talk about this today is as it relates to the Trump administration and these credit cards. Because I think this is something that's, once again, because of all of the noise, it's going to get kind of overlooked. So the Trump administration is putting a freeze on interest rates for credit card companies. So they're going to have to max out at 10% interest rate. So let's say you have credit card debt, and it's according to the Trump administration. I'm not, what I read really didn't give me a whole lot of details, but I'm going to just put it out there like this. So let's just say you got credit cards and you're paying interest of 19, 20%, 21%, 24%, whatever interest rate you're paying, and you're trying to kill that credit card debt. According to the Trump administration, January 20th, for a whole year, this is supposed to go in effect. So that means that you would only be paying 10% maximum on your credit card debt. And if all this plays out, for someone that has a lot of credit card debt, this is a great opportunity for you to try to bring down your balances faster, get out of it, because now more is going to be applied to the actual bill. So I think this is a wonderful thing. And like I said, another thing is one of these type of wins for the American citizens, for the everyday average American citizen that's helping them financially, that there's always going to get ignored and not realize what's going on, because all of the other rhetoric, noise, bullcrap, and everything else is going on. You're going to kind of miss out on that part. But for me personally, now I'm watching, with that being said, I'm watching my holdings in banks and stuff. I'm watching what I have invested in the banks, what I have invested in that. Because one thing I know about Wall Street is that they and investors, they have a tendency to like to panic. So those type of stocks, which in my opinion, good possibility of the value of the stock going down, which is why I'm keeping my eye on them as much as I can, because if it all goes down, and they go down enough, I'm gonna start my buying process with Visa, MasterCard. Now, don't get me wrong, I got a lot of money invested in banks already, but most of them are in the, like way up into the green. So them being way up in the green, I'm not gonna buy no more. I don't pay more for something that I originally paid for less. So I'm gonna wait it out, see how things play out, and I possibly may buy more later, which is cool. I mean, which is cool. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. So that's where I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna have to hold on, stack some bread as much as I can, and I'm eventually gonna go into that. Like I'm gonna eventually go into keep my eye on them in hopes to possibly make some money down the road. So this is why I tell people you got to pay attention to the politics, and you got to teach you. It can teach you sometimes how to move your money. If you hear what's going on, you kind of get an idea of what's going on. Doesn't guarantee it, but it will help you to make some financial moves that might be beneficial to your investment strategy. I've done it. I'm still going to do it. I still got my eye on everything. Every day I'm looking for a way for me to invest. Every day I'm looking for an opportunity to invest. I tell people all the time, the noise is going to keep you distracted. The noise is going to keep you in fear. The noise is going to keep you afraid. And as long as you're scared and you're afraid, Wall Street going to make money. Investors are going to make money. And everybody else is going to always be a victim to this. What's up, Scrappy? What's going on? God bless you. Welcome in. Do me a favor, please hit that like button. I appreciate it very, very much. Really do. You know, I always tell people the stock market is not a place where you're going to get, if you're smart about it and you do it the right way, it's not about trying to get rich quick. When I hear people talk like that, I just kind of look back at them and say, yeah, they don't know. They trying to sell somebody something I don't know. Now, I don't know what game you're talking about. I don't really play video games, but appreciate you hitting the like button, though. I'm hoping you're talking about a video game. But yeah, I don't, like I said, when it comes as it relates to investing and stuff like that, that's where my priority is at. But that's why I tell people you got to play. I'm doing pretty good, and hopefully you are too. You got to know how to play this investment game. You got to pay attention to what's going on politically. You got to try to ignore all the noise and keep your mind in the right place so you'll be able to see exactly what's going on. Get an opportunity to buy. Make sure you're maximizing your opportunities so that you can possibly put yourself in a better financial situation. Oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't too sure. I just want to make sure that what it was. Yeah, I don't play video games, so that's why I said I don't know, because I don't play video games. Not that I have a problem with people playing video games. I'm just not one to play video games. I never really. Once in a blue, I may play them, but I just don't. But I'll sit there and watch them. I remember when my nephews were young men, they would play all the time. Sometimes I get in there and play with them, just so I had some time to spend with them or whatever the case may be. But I never really was a big video game player person. But I understand. I'm glad you enjoy playing video games. Real talk. But yeah, there's some stuff that I'm looking to invest in. But there's another story I'm going to get into probably a little later in the video. But we really have to pay attention to what's going on politically and stop letting these politicians take advantage of the tax dollars that are going on in this country. For far too long, these politicians either know about it, turned a blind eye, did not care, or they just wasn't on their job. Real talk. And honestly speaking, I'm at the point where I just, and this is politicians. This is not just about Democrat, Republican. This is just politicians in general. And there's a lot of them that need to go away. Unfortunately, I know that Tim Walz said he was going to step out of the race. He should have, like me. This is the part that gets under my skin. Is that Thank you, Scrabbies. Thank you, appreciate it. This is the thing that gets under my skin is that no one has been more irresponsible with the taxpayers' money than politicians. And it burns my skin that all of the stuff that we see and hear that's going on, nobody's in jail. Like, and I'm not talking about these little slap on the wrist sentences. Oh, you're going to spend 3 months in prison in some nice, padded out, clean, nice, beautiful prison. That no, these type of people should be charged with treason, and they should be thrown in prison, and they should be there with the hardcores. They should be thrown into the hardcore criminals prison where the hardcore murders and killers are at. There should nothing be polite about that. Yeah, I put them up there for people to read, the people in the chats, comments. But that's where I'm at with these politicians. Like the ones that are still, and I don't care if you're Republican, I don't care if you're Democrat, the ones that see all this stuff going on, part of that whole process of theft and all that stuff going on, every single one of them need to be sitting up in the prison. Once you can prove that they are, they should be. And right now, I don't see enough of them. I don't see them going to jail. So it's like, I don't want to hear all of it. What did somebody did? The accusations over and over and over. I don't want to hear nothing about accusations. I want to see people go to prison. That's what I want. I want them in jail, prison, put away. That's what I want these politicians at. The ones that have been allowing this stuff, part of this stuff, you had a job, you had a responsibility. And just like any other American citizen that would have been doing half of what y'all doing, they'd be sitting up in some jail right now doing 10 years for the same stuff that these politicians are doing and getting away with it. And I'm tired of it. Stop being nice to these people. Put them all away. Because right now, yours is the only one there. I put anybody that comes in right now, you're the only one in the chat that's saying anything. So if anybody comes in the chat and if I see something that they comment, I try to highlight their comment and put it on the screen or whatever. But, it's all good. Appreciate you hanging in there. But, yeah, there's a lot going on with these politicians. There's a lot going on with the corruption. There's a lot going on in this country, and we need to put a whole big stop to it. I know they're trying. Yes. I know they're trying to put a stop to it, but I'm just tired of hearing about these people going on and going on. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sometimes it's like that. You have no control over Scrappy, who comes in the chat, who's like, sometimes I open it up, it might be 30 people there. Sometimes I open it up, might be 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're going to do these if you're going to be on YouTube or you're going to be a content creator, the one thing you can't do is let numbers affect who you are and why you do it. Just do what you do. That's what you do. And I don't care if it's 1,000 people here. I don't care. Yeah, I get a lot of trolls. I don't care. They don't bother me. I mean, there is a point where I will put the trolls out or like put them on 24 timeout, depending on how far they go. If you're making fun of me personally, I really don't care. It don't matter to me. I don't have no problem with that. But when you have these trolls that come in there and they just want to be vulgar and nasty and just saying ignorant stuff, then that's one of the ones I'll ban them. Because if you don't have enough sense in it, you can call me names to some extent. But if you want to come in here and be vulgar and nasty and saying, just really, really, really extremely stuff, I'll just ban you. And hopefully, I don't care. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So I'll ban them in a minute. But it's all good. What's up, Howard? What's going on? Howard? How you doing? God bless you. God bless you. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you hitting the like button. Yeah. Like I said, you can't let that stuff bother you. You got to have thick, you got to grow thick skin. And, as a human being, I got thick skin. So I don't care what people say about me. You can talk about me all you want. It don't matter to me. But, like I said, with all of this corruption that's going on in the United States of America, we really, really have to Like I just wish that I can't wait to start seeing some of these people go to jail. I mean, all of them need to go, but for the level of corruption that's going on, and they, they I want these politicians in prison, and I want them to do hard sentences, not no nice, pretty sentence in some nice place. Yeah, I've been called quite a few things, George Jefferson, stuff like that. But it's cool. I don't take it personal. But yeah, I don't like I said, I want these politicians in prison. That's what I want them. Like I'm tired of hearing the stories about who's doing this, who's doing that, who's corrupt, who's stealing, who's lying, who's this, a whole bunch of accusations. I don't want to hear no more about accusations. I want people in prison. And I don't want them to go to no nice prison. I want them to go through, I want them in a hardcore prison. I want them in a hardcore prison. That's where I want them at. But I was reading this, listening to this story from HUD. And I don't know if y'all know what HUD is. HUD is like a they housing program, HUD, across the United States of America. And HUD is, they get a lot of government funding and stuff like that too through the HUD program. Apparently, Minnesota and Tennessee was collecting rent, was getting rent for 509 dead people. 509 dead people. Now, I want y'all to hear the story. I'm going to play it. Hopefully, y'all can hear it pretty good. But the video is not real long, but it's about 5 minutes or so. But I just want y'all to hear what the news person is saying.
A massive fraud scandal in Minnesota that captured the media's attention has spurred action across the Trump administration. Because that was the underlying fraud that brought the Homeland Security up there that's created we see all this conflict. It's interesting you compare the Trump administration to the Biden administration. You might recall this. The Biden administration, after the overturn of Roe v. Wade, they wanted a whole of government approach to trying to advance abortion. And they figured out several ways to do it. The Trump administration really has a whole of government response to this corruption and this fraud that's taking place in Minnesota. And what we're finding out is like an onion. It's layer upon layer. Well, last week, the administration announced the creation of a new division in the Justice Department for national fraud enforcement, because it apparently goes beyond the boundaries of the borders of Minnesota. And the Agriculture Department announced its suspension of federal financial awards to Minnesota and Minneapolis. Well, last month, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, sent federal employees into Minneapolis and St. Paul to conduct their own investigation. And what have they found out? But joining me now we're going to, in just a moment, we're going to be joined by the Secretary of Department of Housing and Urban Development, Scott Turner, to give us an update on what his department has discovered there in Minneapolis, in Minnesota. But and we now have him. Secretary Turner, welcome back to Washington Watch. Thanks so much for joining us.
All right. Thank you, Tony. So good to be with you, sir. Always. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Now, we were just talking about the investigation that you've launched into Minneapolis and into St. Paul. I realize the investigation is going to take some time, but what can you tell us about your department's efforts on this and what you found so far?
Yes, sir, Tony. Thank you. So we have boots on the ground in Minnesota. And through our fraud prevention, we have found that there is likely over $84 million in eligible assistance that was given to the state of Minnesota during the Biden administration, including almost $500,000 in improper assistance to over 500 dead tenants. And so you think about that, Tony, over $84 million of hardworking taxpayer money that was shelled out during the Biden administration in improper assistance and serving over 500 dead people with almost $500,000 of assistance. This is a lack of stewardship. It's gross negligence. But I'm grateful at this time that our team on the ground has found these improper payments, and we will hold those accountable that are responsible for this.
Now, y'all heard that. Now, there's a little more to the video. I didn't want to make it too much long. But this wasn't the Trump administration that found this. This was HUD. They sent their own people to do their own investigation and found that. To do their own investigation. Appreciate you, Scrap. Appreciate it very, very much. This is crazy. 509 dead people. Now, this is not the Trump administration saying this. This is HUD going in to Minneapolis, to Minnesota, doing their own investigation, and this is what they come up with. This is what they come up with. Now, y'all tell me something. Tell me something. Why is that okay? What's up, world away from here? God bless you. Welcome in. Welcome in. 509 dead people getting assistance. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Imagine. Appreciate you, dog. What's going on? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Appreciate it very, very much. Hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. Imagine when you need help. I'm talking about American citizens. Look how much they put you through to get the help that you need from a system that you paid into. They will tell you, oh, you make too much money for this. You make too much money for that. They give you all of this heat and running around. But yet, if you're part of the corruption, you're able to pull off. You're able to pull off stealing $84 million because they're collecting assistance for 509 dead people. Dead people. No accountability. Now, they said they're going to hold them accountable. But where my thing is this, again, this is why they wanted Biden as a president. This is why they set up the auto pen in Washington. This is why they wanted Biden, who was senile at the time, and they knew it. This is why they did all of that. You know why they did that? Because the only way they'll be able to pull that off, that whoever's in charge had to be so senile they can't even see what they actually doing. You might be right, Scrappy. This is $84 million. 509 dead people. How in the world nobody saw that? And that's, you know what, Mark, I feel the same way. Honestly, I feel the same way. I'm like, every time y'all find this type of fraud, it should be automatically cut out. It should be automatically cut out. Stop the program. Stop. Program, we don't need it. Whatever dollars y'all find in that corruption, cut it out. This is the reason why the United States is sitting on an $84 trillion deficit. I mean, $38 trillion deficit. This is why the United States of America is sitting on a $38 trillion deficit, because of stuff like that. Stuff like that is why. This is why when you really start to do the math, it doesn't add up. You know that government has been extremely irresponsible with your tax dollars. This is the only way you'll be able to pull that off. This is the only reason why we have such a deficit, is because of this level of corruption, because it doesn't add up. And I'm going to tell you what, in my mind, and I'm not saying that I'm right, but this is what don't add up to me. The average American person don't usually retire until the retirement age is 62. So let's just say everybody in America has been working from 18 to 62, paying taxes all of them years, just to somehow or another on the back end And when they retire, they're able to collect Social Security or whatever it is that they collect for assistance to be able to live the rest of their life. Right? Now, here's the thing. The cost of living and everything else has went up prior to that. The money that they got coming in is not the same money that's going to be going out. You got way more coming in that's going out. The only way it's more going out than coming in is that you're wasting it some way. You're being irresponsible with what you're doing with it. That's the only way it's happening. Real talk. But yeah, I'm going to hit a commercial. Yeah, all right. I'm going to hit a 30-second commercial. Make sure y'all check out the top to bottom hair and skincare. And I'll be right back. Real talk. Don't go nowhere. We're just going to run a commercial for 30 seconds. Make sure y'all checking out the product. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, B-O-T-T-U, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? And if y'all not sure what that is, top to bottom products, make sure y'all check them out. The link to the website is on Ron's Opinion Don't Matter page. If you make a purchase of $35 or more and you put in the OG Network 26, you'll get a 15% discount on all your purchases. That's OG Network 26. If you put in OG Network 26, you get a 15% discount on all your purchases. They make hair care products, skin care products. They make candles and a vast of other things. So if you're looking for the website, just check out the website. It's right there on Ron's Opinion Don't Matter. Right inside my page. Click the link and check them out. Like I said, I use their hair care products. I use their skin care products. They make body wash. They make deodorant. They make all types of stuff that you will need to take care of your whole self. That's why they call it top to bottom, because it's caring for the whole self. And tomorrow they'll be putting out a video on the OG Network, which is a Ron's Opinion Don't Matter page, at 7:30 tomorrow night. They'll be back in the show, and they'll be putting out a video. And if anybody have any questions about the product, they'll be able to reach out to them then at 7:30 tomorrow, which is Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, the ad is, that's what the ad is, Scrappy. They make hair care products, skin care products, body wash, deodorant, candles. They make a lot of vast variation of stuff for if you're trying to, some people maybe have some bald issues. They got stuff for that. They make beard oil. So for people that's trying to grow out their beard and they want something for great maintenance, they make stuff for that. Yeah, they do a lot of great stuff. They make a lot of great stuff. And for those people that want to buy American, they're American made. Everything's right here in this country. They're a small business right here in America, and they make everything right here. So for those that want to live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. And this is why I say you have to pay attention and you have to be mindful of who you vote for, especially now. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Especially now. You really have to be mindful of who you voting for. Because if you're not mindful of who you voting for, we can end up with a lot of this keep going on. We need to get rid of career politicians. We need to get rid of them. The ones that's been there too long, we need to stop voting for them. The ones that's part of the corruption, we need to stop voting for them. And I'm not just talking about Democrats right now. I'm talking about Democrats and Republicans. The career politicians that you see them linked to a lot of this stuff, don't vote for them no more. We need new blood. Blood that have a level of righteousness in them. That have at least a God conscience, that they're mindful of what they will do when it comes to that. They ain't in there to steal people's money and the corruption. Yeah, you can't 100% guarantee that. But we really need to get to the point where we get out of that. And that's real talk. We need to get away from it. Because if we don't get a hold of, if we don't start voting better than what we've been doing, we're going to end up more of what it is. I thank God that the Trump administration has went in there and cleaned up a lot of this. But I'm going to tell you something. No matter how much he cleaned, If he gets out of there and somebody else get back in there, the dirt gonna come right back. See, it's one thing to clean it up. It's another one. It's another thing to keep it going where it's not and it don't come back. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't help that part. And Mark, I'm with you 100. I was saying this earlier in the video. I want people to go to jail, prison for a long time, and I want them in hardcore prisons, not no nice padded up prison. They got TV and access. This is why we have a lot of people coming out of prison going back. They're giving them too much stuff in prison. They need to cut all that stuff out. Prison should be hard. It should not be easy. When you go to prison, it should be hard. It should be so hard you never want to come back. That's how prison should be. It should not be easy. Prison is and is supposed to be hard. Not easy. Because the more easy you make it, the more they don't care if they ever go back. So they go out there and commit more crime because they're like, ah, man, prison is easier than that living in the real world. In the real world, I got to pay bills. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do all this stuff. Prison was easy. Everything was provided for me. The roof over my head, food, 3 meals a day. Everybody cool. We chilling, watching TV and all that stuff. Prison ain't supposed to be that way. Prison is supposed to be a nightmare every single day. That's what it's supposed to be, a nightmare every single day, especially with the hardcore ones who've done drastically hardcore stuff. That's the way prison should be. It should be a nightmare for the person that did it. And you're probably right. They was more concerned about Epstein. The Epstein listen. My thing is this: I can care less about none of that stuff. Honestly, I really don't care. What I'm looking at is like I hear all that stuff, but I try to live in the current. I like history because it tells me what happened in the past, but what I really focus more on is current and the current events and the future. And the reason why I say that is because I can't change what happened, but I do want people to be punished if they're doing something wrong. I can't change what happened. I can only learn from it. But as we go into the future and stuff like that, I don't want no more of this stuff, and it's ridiculous. If this is what y'all going to do with money, and this is what you're going to do with the tax dollars, and just leave it, give it to the people. This is the reason why, honestly, I'd rather have a consumption tax. This is the reason why I think that we should do away with property tax. We should do away with all these taxes that we've had. And the only thing we should have in America is a consumption tax. That way you only pay taxes in the moment you buy something or sell something. And really not sell, just buy. Or sell. That way everybody's paying taxes. And there is no tax returns. Do away with all that stuff. You pay a consumption tax, and that's it. You buy a house, you pay taxes the one time you buy the house. After that, it's gone. You don't pay taxes on your house no more. You buy a car, you pay taxes one time, done. That's it. You buy food, you go to the store, buy food, you pay taxes, done. Every state, every town, and every city should only have a consumption tax. That's it. And you do everything you need to do government or wise off the consumption tax, and it should be one set small percentage, and it should never change. It should never change. Because if you allowed it to change, the government going to try to make it higher and higher every time they become more irresponsible with money. And then that way they only have to work with what they work with. And the only way they're going to get more money is to make sure the economy is doing better. That way people have more money to generate revenue, to generate taxes, more consumption tax. Therefore, government got more to work with. Otherwise, no. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just my opinion. Do away with all of it. We all pay a consumption tax. There is no more tax return. That way you decide when you're going to spend your money. You know you're going to pay taxes. When it's done, it's done. Over with. You buy a house, no property tax. Consumption tax. That's it. Over with. That's where I'm at. I'm done with it. But that's just my opinion. But with that said, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I hope every single one of y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I really, really mean it. I hope y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Please make sure y'all taking care of yourself. Please make sure you're enjoying life. Please make sure you're doing amazing things and making sure your life is great. Yeah, look like, but probably more than not, I know who my kids are. But that's cool. I look like your dad. A lot of people say that. I look like somebody. I guess I got a familiar face. But anyway, every single one of y'all, please have a blessed one day. Make sure y'all taking care of yourself. And like outside of anything and everything I say, make sure you make God first. If you don't have a relationship with God, get one. Believe me when I tell you, that's the number one thing that will help you throughout your life, no matter what. Having a relationship with Jesus Christ is the most important thing you'll ever make in your life. That would be the most important decision you'll ever make in your life, is having a relationship with Jesus Christ. But again, make sure you also check out the promo code OG Network 26. And anything that you get from top to bottom hair and skincare products, they'll give you a 15% discount of $35 purchase or more. It's top to bottom hair and skincare products. If you're not sure how to find a website, you can find a website right on my page. Just click the link, take you right to the website. And if you put in look, as you see something you want, you're up to $35. No fear. There's a 15% discount. If you type in the OG Network, that's OG Network 26. OG Network 26. You get a 15% discount on all your purchases. Believe me when I tell you, you'll be satisfied with their product. I use their product. I buy their hair care, skincare products, every single thing, all the time. And I am a repeated customer. And because I support with them, I'm a repeated customer. They decided for those that support and follow my channel, they said, listen, anybody put in the OG Network 26 on promo code, they'll get a 15% discount of all of their purchase of $35 and up. And that's what they did for us over here, because they like what we're doing over here too. And with that said, I'm going to get up out of here. Every single one of y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Make sure y'all check out top to bottom hair and skincare products. And you're not sure what I'm talking about, here's the outro, and you can get to know them then. My brother Mark Sampson, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. God bless you. God bless you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Real talk. Look at that. You know what I mean? That's a blessing from God. It's a blessing from Mark. Appreciate you. Real talk. I was getting ready to get up out of here, man. That's, you don't understand. And Mark, don't you understand that there's always something that the OG Network is trying to do outside of just what we do here. There were times that we have given things to people. We help people. We do giveaways. We try to help people on the outside of here. So understand that not only your donation is helping the channel, there's going to be somebody else out here that's going to get some help out of that too. So thank you for your blessing. Appreciate you very, very much. And again, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Peace.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from top to bottom hair and skincare. That's top to bottom hair and skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.